welcome to The Spice. I am Moyolania, and with me today is...
Blessing Wim.
Yes. So basically we'll be starting from the elections. Now, we had our presidential and...
National Assembly.
Yes, elections on Saturday. And we covered the election. We covered the election in the eyebrow areas, you know. I did not have
you guys have gone to those good
no. I beg. My life is very precious.
I told Moyo that we should just try and cover those places, even if it's one.
I'm
Moyo
not
said
going,
she loves her life, that her life is very
I'm the
important
only
to
daughter
her.
of my father.
No, I'm not the only daughter, Sha.
Oh well, so there are plenty of you. You can afford to go. They will not miss you.
I'm the only wife of my husband.
Yeah, no. Now there we go. See. All right. Okay. So let's start basically. For me, the high point of the election for me is the fact that the election actually started off peaceful, and then a lot of people really came out to vote. You know, people were not particularly discouraged about the fact that the election was postponed and stuff. For you, Bless, for me, I think the low point was the fact that later in the day we now heard of violence in places in some parts of Rivers State. I think there was a killing in Kogi State. There was another this thing in Okota.
We almost had a killing.
Okota area
Yes.
of and then the lynching, you know, so many. I like the fact that the election actually started off very well, but I'm disappointed at the fact that later on it now became violent and stuff. So Blessing, what's your own about the election?
Okay, I want to thank God that the Etiosa election went very well. There was no issues, but later in the day, I started hearing news or started seeing pictures of other places and the violence occurring in such places. Examples like Okota, Bonny Island.
Yeah, there was another one I think
Okrika.
around Aguda, Surulere. Although we couldn't, I wasn't able to confirm that, but I think I saw something like that. Excuse me, on social media. And you know the funny thing is, the fact that at least from what we've gotten so far, the fact that APC won in Obasanjo's area polling unit, PDP won in Oshibajo's polling unit, you know, and then Saraki lost in his own.
You will not just understand it because I feel it is when you are in their land that you will know how these people are treating the civilians. So that is everything that happened that day. I might go and I'll say, these people are not working properly. APC is not doing anything in my own state, so why would I now vote for them?
Sure,
so that is what I think that was what really happened that on Saturday.
And I really love the fact that people are becoming more involved. People are aware. The people are waking up. Like, you know what? People are deciding that if this person is not working, then we are taking this person out. You know, I saw something on Twitter where somebody said it's not more birthright anymore. If you are not working, go back to your father's house. You know, people are angry and people are agitated, but yet people are working towards, you know, giving themselves the best.
It's so amazing.
Let's not forget when after Buhari voted. Now I have two things to say about Buhari. Remember when Buhari voted and then he now peeped into his
wife's
and you know that thing is an offense because actually when you turn print, you're supposed to fold your sheet and drop it. You're not supposed to allow another person to see it. And then Buhari, the president, the first man of the nation, actually peeped to see
even the man
person.
is not even sure of himself. He knows that the wife.
I think he didn't trust his wife. That's just basically.
Why would you trust your wife when you know your wife is always saying things about you like Nigerians are this? If you want the best for Nigeria, is it that poverty?
But she was just being truthful. And then the other thing that really baffled me was when they asked the president if he would congratulate his opponent if the opponent won, and then he said, I will congratulate myself. I say, yay!
The man is not ready to give up.
He's not ready.
But
and then let's look at sorry to cut you, Blessing. Let's look at Tinubu as well. Tinubu talked about when they asked Tinubu about the bullion van that was coming out of his house, and then Tinubu said that he's not working for the government, blah blah blah. It is his money, and then he was now saying the people that are sitting there in front of his house to watch how bullion vans are coming out of his house, that they don't have work to do, blah blah blah. And I'm like, how much money maketh a man that he requireth bullion vans to move his money. It is well
really,
with
really,
us.
really bad. But they'll always tell us to come out and vote, vote for the right candidate. But it's not really safe. I'll use this platform to tell and advise, or will I use plead to the government to try and make the security very, very strong.
Even the security, for the Okota incidents, from what I got, the policemen were on ground
and they were holding that Demola guy.
No. Yeah, I'm not even.
A policeman was holding that
it's
guy
not even
like
about
this, was
the
telling
Demola.
him, don't go. The guy just, I was not like,
But
oh my God!
How is not even
This
about
how
the
serious
How
it
is
is?
not even about the Demola guy? From what I heard now, the policemen in that polling unit, they were there, and then after some time, all of a sudden, they just realized that all the policemen in that polling unit. Okay, no, what happened was there was a time a lot of policemen came to that polling unit. After some time, all of them went away, and then before they knew it, everywhere became very chaotic and everything like that. So it was more like, okay, the police in that area got an intelligence report, and then it's like they just called themselves that, well, guys, these people are coming, let's go do, and then they all withdrew them, and then before they knew it.
But Nigerians were still strong in that Okota area.
Let's just hope that
we must vote.
Our vote must count. Yeah, so that let's just hope that the gubernatorial and the House of Assembly one goes on very well. Let's move to the lighter notes.
The internationals.
The internationals. Okay, so let's kick off with Jussie Smollet, the Empire guy, who staged his homophobic attack, and then unfortunately for him, he has been withdrawn from Empire. I just want you to look at me.
Won't be seeing that fine guy. Oh my God.
But you know, the thing is, apart from the fact that he staged his attack, another thing that is doing me is the fact that it is now Nigerians that actually did the attack.
See, one thing about Nigerians, will always take advantage of every situation, be it negative or positive. That is who we are.
Do we have to be seen in all these scoloby issues?
No, you won't blame them. These are Nigerians that are outside the country fighting to make a living.
Yeah, true.
And you know their parents. I know how Nigerian parents are. Money this week, money next week, but you don't know how these kids actually, or your kids are actually getting those money to send to you. So they're just trying to get its advantage.
Okay, let's move on to R. Kelly as well. R. Kelly appeared in court on Friday, and he has these rape allegations against him, 10 counts, and from 4 different women. So he was charged $250,000 each for the 4 cases. So he's supposed to pay a bond of $1 million, and R. Kelly is saying, I don't have the money. Uncle is claiming he is broke, that his record label has withdrawn from him and all that. R. Kelly, what people don't know is R. Kelly has been making money. He has been underground. The fact that people don't hear him sing again doesn't mean he has not been working. That guy has been producing and he has been making money.
You cannot compare.
But it's a good strategy for him.
You cannot compare one kobo and 5 naira. They have class, and
he is still, as of today, he is still making money. The only thing working for him is because he had not been in the limelight, so people actually believe that he has not been doing anything. Trust me, that guy is making money. Let's move on to the Oscars, which is our final story.
No, sorry. For that, the R. Kelly's story, I heard that out of the 4 ladies, I read that out of the 4 ladies, the 3 ladies are between the ages of 13
and they're underage. Yeah, underage ladies. You date to waiting that they fine. Waiting that they fine on that. How would I don't get. Anyway, let's just. Yeah, it's their eye that is shocking them. Let's move on to the Oscars, which is our final story for today.
The Oscars.
Yep. Yes, so a lot of things happened at the Oscars. Black Panther is still getting its recognition.
I know they've won so many awards in this.
Yeah. It's actually been going good for them. The best actor was Rami Malek from Bohemian Rhapsody, and then the best actress Olivia Colman for The Favorite. and so many other. I mean, a lot of superhero movies actually. We have Spider-Man actually winning his own. Spike Lee got his own award as well, and
Lady Gaga. You know, she had one emotional song, and
"Shallow" with Bradley Cooper, which they performed, and
she won the best original song.
Yeah, so that's just a good one. All right, it's a wrap for us for
today.
Yes, for today. Join us next time on The Spice. Bye-bye.